guys. It's great to see you again. I'm Alyssa.
I'm Chandni.
I'm Caitlin.
And today we want to talk to you guys about how to reach a younger audience. So the ages we thought were the best to target were 20 to 35, basically just the millennial age group as a whole. Our reasons for that are, first of all, the millennial age group is the fastest growing demographic that's buying art, and that's from U.S. Trust regarding art sales. So that alone is a really great reason to target millennials. And you might already know this, but we're a huge demographic in of ourselves. So if such a great demographic over time had the income to afford more art, it's like a really, really great place to start for growth in terms of an art business. So how do we bring in a younger audience? Our main concept was if you bring in young artists, you bring in young clients. People seem to be more interested in buying art made from people who are similar to them. We backed that up with some stats. We went onto Instagram and asked about 85 people within the age range if they would be more likely to visit an art gallery if the art displayed there were by young artists. Also, if those young artists were maybe friends of theirs. And 91% said yes, definitely. So that again is just kind of backing up that point. So how do we get young artists? Does a traditional art call for artists work? That's been something that galleries have been doing for a really long time. So we again asked people on Instagram what they thought. The same amount, 85 participants. Do you look at or notice posters hung up around Richmond? 76% said yes. That's again a really substantial amount. And then the 24% that said no, where there's other places that we can reach those people too. Something we asked Instagram was, have you ever displayed your work at a gallery? And if not, why? We did this on my account. A lot of the people who follow me are creatives because I myself is a creative, so I got some really interesting answers. The two on the left, people said yes, and they said that they posted their art at like a juice bar and then farmhouse in Union Market. So those aren't necessarily like very serious art areas. And then the two people on the right, who are both really serious artists, they're both art graduates, and their work is incredible, something that a lot of galleries in Richmond would want. And they both said that they haven't shown their art in a gallery because they don't know how to approach a gallery or they don't think their art aligns with themes of galleries. So that was a really big disconnect in terms of reaching out to artists for displaying their work. We also asked them if they had heard of Crossroads, and 80% said no. So that's a good place to start.
So we're trying to think of some great locations to advertise to young artists in the community. And our first idea was VCU Arts. Duh, it was the first place that we went to. So we know that the young artists at VCU are just starting out in their careers of artists. So they're looking for a mentor, they're looking for somewhere to display their arts, and they might not know these opportunities are available to them. So that's where y'all would come in, helping these young artists grow their portfolio, or learn what needs to be put in their portfolio, learn how to market themselves. I feel like that would be great since you already do that for a lot of artists that you work with. And then we thought of some other locations that we might advertise to artists using the Call Artists posters. So we asked people on Instagram again where they usually look at posters or see posters. And they said a lot of coffee shops, lamplighter, bathroom stalls, different venues, around school bathrooms, music venues and museums, and then another person said lamplighter also. And we also thought of some different ideas for places where we could put posters that might attract the type of person that we're looking for.
Yeah, location is very important. So we want the right people to see posters.
So, back to Instagram questions, we asked, what would make you stop and look at a poster? Colors. Obviously, it has to be eye-catching, color palette, not too many words, very simple, something that as a group we all would stop and look at. And being an artist myself, what I would look at, if it's just for art or music or anything, just the poster presence itself. So these are the poster we came up with. Color palette, very simple. And what was cool, we put a scanner for it takes you straight to the application. On iPhones, every iPhone has a built-in on their wallet. You can just scan it and it'll pop up. And then for our Instagram post as well, a sponsored post of the poster. I use Instagram sponsored posts all the time for my own music and putting everything out there, so it's easy. You can choose exactly what age range, what area, what interest people are in.
Target exactly who you want. And that is it. Do you guys have any questions?
I found it wonderful that one of the things, one of the person's responses when they had said they hadn't put anything in was that they didn't know how to approach galleries.
Right.
And that's been something that's been brought up recently, and I think even one of the local galleries had a talk on how to approach a gallery.
Yeah, Bobby Gibson did, yeah.
It's intimidating for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was intimidating to me when I was.
Yeah.
And I think you brought to light, we have a partnership with Plaza Art, we probably don't use them enough to get the word out, to get it out to the students, and
That's a good place for.
yeah, definitely. Actual physical places to be able to put
Right,
flyers.
other than social media, yeah.
And actually, one of the other things that you said, that a lot of the group said, it's kind of almost a running theme, was that the younger people want to buy art by younger artists, people with their own generational so on and so forth. And I find it interesting because a lot of them, later we can discuss this, but maybe when judging art that's going to be brought into the gallery, and that is that maybe we need younger judges.
Good job, though.
Yeah.